Hi guys, there we go. Forgot to put my microphone on. Hello everybody, welcome to the special episode of New Earth Teachings webcast live. All right, so if you are tuning in live, we're going to be doing the guided meditation right at 11:11 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, now for those of you who are just watching this on the recording, what I would suggest is that if you decide to do the recorded mass meditation, is that you wait 11 minutes past an hour. Okay, so if you're at 1:11, 2:11, 3:11, 4:11, right, you're doing it at every 11 minutes at the hour. Okay, this is again the 11 effect. We're basically creating the 11 energy. We're creating a portal. We're creating a vortex. So this is why the aspect of the 11 energy is very, very powerful, especially when doing a mass meditation. You're opening a portal at that exact minute when that's starting to happen. So we basically start getting into a relaxed state, which we're going to get in here into a minute. And we're just basically going to be sitting in kind of a grounded state until we reach the 11th minute. Once we reach the 11th minute, then we're going to start going into the actual meditation, okay? And what that's going to entail is that the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work with love and compassion to people that you know, people who you don't know, right? To events and situations that are in lack, okay? So if you're noticing that there's some spots in your own city that could really use a lot of love, well, that's why you're here, right? And you're bringing a lot of love and compassion to those areas within your city, for example. Other countries, all right, that may feel like they are in lack, and you are bringing love energy to those countries. So it's completely self-sufficient with you. Whatever you feel you want to bring your love energy into, the people, your friends, your family, bring them to you, is bring it to them as well too. Now, of course, the entire planet is, of course, what we want to bring love to as well too. So we're going to be doing that as well. Second part is the elimination and the truth exposure of COVID-19. So basically what we're doing is we're going to be doing a type of black ball healing technique. What we're going to do is we're basically going to take all of the thought forms pertaining to COVID-19, put it in a giant black ball, and together we're going to have spirit transmute it completely. And that will also lead to a truth exposure pertaining to the entire agenda, because this is not just about a virus, right? There are many hidden agendas relating to this, as I've talked about in previous videos on my channel, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be doing a black ball healing meditation on the COVID-19. We're going to put all these thought forms pertaining to people who are in fear relating to that. We're going to gather all of that fear energy as much as we all can collectively together, gather that together in a big black ball, maybe the size of a city, for example, and we're going to collectively work together to bringing spirit in and cleansing all of that fear out of here. So that, again, is just a big collective effort. The more of us that do this, the better the effect it's going to get, right? It's going to have a decent effect if a few of us do this, but it's going to have a colossal effect if many of us do this. So it's all based upon us, on each and every single one of us, okay? So that is going to be our second step in the mass meditation. The third step is end of corruption agendas and empowering of grassroots innovations, okay? So it's the same thing. We're basically taking a look at old corporations. We're taking a look at old corrupt agendas. We're looking at any particular form of harm or harshness energy. And we're using a second black ball, all right? So we use a black ball for that. We put all that debris inside the black ball, and together, collectively, we call upon spirit, we call upon the universe, we call upon our higher levels of consciousness, and we clear it all out, okay? So we're basically giving a good housekeeping sweep to the entire planet today, right? So end of corruption agendas and empowering of grassroots innovations, okay? So again, just a reminder to everybody that if you do decide to repeat this meditation again, make sure you're doing it at the 11th minute, okay? So get yourself grounded at first. Take a couple minutes to ground yourself. And then once we reach the 11th minute, that's when the meditation begins. That's when we've opened the portal, okay? And that's when we're starting to do this work as well too at the 11th minute, okay? So are you guys ready? Ready to get started? All right. So we're going to go ahead and do our grounded meditation. And as we're just doing our grounded meditation, afterwards, we're just going to kind of sit quietly, just be in your own space, follow your breath. And then I will give you guys the cue once it hits 11 minutes past the hour. And then we're going to begin the guided meditation. All right. So a lot of wonderful people here from all over the world. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. For those of you that are here live. Okay, so let's get ourselves nice and comfortable, nice and relaxed, making sure our body's free of any tension, of any strain. Okay. And as we get nice and comfortable, we're just putting our feet firmly upon the ground. We're not crossing our legs. Okay, feet are firmly placed on the ground. And let's take a deep breath in. Deep breath out as our eyes are closed. Another deep breath in. Deep breath out. And one more time, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay. And now I just want you to place your hands upon the center of your chest as you relax and breathe normally. And I want you now just to bring your focus and your awareness down to the bottom of your feet. I want you to feel your feet chakra opening up, so like the bottoms of your feet opening up, and feeling etheric roots coming out through the bottom of the feet, going deeply into the earth. And just go deeper and deeper and deeper. Go as deeply into the earth as you would like with these roots. And now I want you to imagine that you're pulling in this beautiful brown energy, this very warm, soft, brown, loving energy from the earth. It's moving up through the roots, and it's coming up directly into the feet now. And you're just moving that brown energy up the legs, up past the knees, up into the base of the spine. For it is the base of the spine where these roots end. And now we are going to take all of that collective earth energy and we are going to mix it into our chakra centers. Okay, so we're going to start off firstly with the root chakra, which is colored red, just like apple red. Okay, if you were holding an apple and you look at its redness, that's the red that you want in your mind. Okay, and I want you just to imagine like you're taking your finger and you're just swirling that red color counterclockwise a total of 7 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving up now into the navel chakra, which is colored orange, just like the fruit. All right? And you're seeing that color orange within your mind right now. And you're taking your astral finger in your mind and you're swirling it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving up now to the solar plexus, the color of yellow, like a lemon. All right, you're now taking your astral finger and you're swirling that counterclockwise 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving up now to the heart chakra, colored green, like grass. Taking your finger, swirling it counterclockwise 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving up to the throat chakra, color of sky blue, the color of the sky. Taking your finger, swirling it counterclockwise 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving up to the third eye chakra, color of ocean blue, swirling 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving up to the crown chakra, color of violet, swirling it 7 times counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Taking a deep inhale, opening up the crown, exhale, and just feeling that rainbow light of energy moving down your feet, creating the torus field, a toroidal field that is now spinning counterclockwise. As it is spinning counterclockwise, you're just feeling your energies becoming very subtle, very soft. As spirit light now comes into your torus field, spirit light is now coming into the top of your torus field, and it's just emanating itself through the grid matrix of your toroidal field. And you're feeling 2 vortexes, one coming up through the crown, one coming up from the perineum. And they are connecting directly to the navel chakra. Okay, so you now have this vortex connected with the center point at the navel chakra. And now it is 11:11, everyone. So we are now going to go ahead and begin our mass meditation. So just take a second now just to take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. And with spirit energy that is now contained inside your toroidal field, I want you now just to picture a black ball. Okay, this is just a black ball that's just coming above your head, and it's just moving upwards. It's about 12 feet above your head. Okay, so it's now going to start growing and growing and growing and growing. Okay, so we're going to make that black ball about 12 feet in diameter. So it's 12 feet above your head, and right now it's about 12 feet in diameter. Okay, so right now I want you just to feel any people within your life. Okay, your family, your friends. Okay, and I want you to imagine that they have a black ball above their head, 12 feet in diameter, 12 feet above their head. Okay, and I just want you to feel like you're just giving them a warm hug. You're just giving them a warm feeling of love. Okay, you're just surrounding that love, almost like it's sparkles or glitter that's just surrounding their entire body. Okay, or if it's light rays, you can use that as well to anything that signifies your deep love and deep compassion for that person. Okay, I want you to look and to see what fears they may have and what you're able to sense with your love energy. Okay, and what you're doing is you're just clearing away surface debris. We can't touch the core of their being, but we can clear away debris. Okay, so this is what your love energy is doing. So whether you see it as light rays or whether you see it as glitter, doesn't matter, is that those light rays or that glitter is collecting all of this fear energy. Okay, it's collecting all of this lack out of themselves. So if it's your father, if it's your mother, if it's your brother, if it's your sister, if it's your husband, if it's your wife, if it's your children, if it's your grandchildren, right? If it's your friends, your best friends, all of them. Okay, so you're just seeing them kind of like down a line, right? So here's your mom, here's your dad, here's your brother, here's your sister, here's your best friend, here's your husband, here's your wife. They're all going down the line. Okay, and what you're doing is you're simultaneously doing this. So you're just seeing each of them down the line. 12 feet above their head, there is a black ball that is 12 feet in diameter. Okay, and you're just taking all of that love energy and you're putting it up into these black balls. Okay, so I want you just to feel that right now. If you feel you can only handle a few at a time at this point, then go ahead and do that. If you feel you can only handle one at a time at this point, then go ahead and do that. Okay, you can bring as little or as many people into your forefront as you wish. It's all up to you. All right, so I want you just to imagine that these light rays, that this glitter, the sparkles are just clearing out all of this black liquid. Okay, it's like black liquid coming out of the pores of their skin, and it's just being lifted. It's like a tractor beam. It's just being lifted. It's being gravitated up into this black ball above their heads. So all of that fear vibration, all of that lack energy that is upon the surface of themselves is being sucked out like a vacuum. Okay, so the light is bringing that black liquid debris of lack, of fear, of anger, of sadness, of fear, of everything, right? Anything that we can feel is representing unpleasant despair energy. Okay, all that lack is being sucked out. Okay, and it's going right up into this black ball. So I want you now just to take a minute, just a minute of silence, as you just work with possibly people down your line, and you're just feeling all of that surface base lack energy being sucked into these black balls that are 12 feet above their head and 12 feet in diameter. Go ahead, 1 minute now. Okay, and now that we have taken that minute and we have just felt that lack energy being sucked up into these black balls that correspond to them. What I want you to do now is I want you to imagine that through your family, through your friends, through all the people that you have worked with, that those black balls are now moving upwards, okay? And they're all merging together. They're converging into one big black ball. So other balls are basically just converging. It's almost like liquid passing into liquid, right? They're all just converging together with one big black ball, okay? So now what I want you to do is, now that that black ball is there, I want you to give this to yourself now, okay? I want you to look at any lack within yourself. I want you to look at any fear, any sadness, any anger, any apprehension within yourself, okay? And now you're filling your black ball with all of this debris. Now this collective black ball from your family and friends is just by the side of you, okay? It's right next to you. But it's now your turn to put all of this love energy directly into the black ball, okay? So I'm going to give you another minute while you take all of your lack, all of your fear, all of your anger, all of your sadness, and putting it into your black ball. 1 minute starting now. You may begin. Okay, and now all that lack energy is contained inside your black ball. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to just feel that you're putting that black ball of yours together into the merging of this black ball all together. Now, as you are being the facilitator for your friends and for your family, as well as for yourself, of course, what we're going to do is we're going to call upon Spirit's light. Okay, so now that Spirit's light is in your torus field, and you're just calling upon Spirit's light to shroud this entire black ball. So it's like this white spirit light is just shrouding the entire collective black ball right now. Okay, so I just want you to feel that connection to Spirit. I want you to feel that connection to your heart. I want you to feel that connection to your higher self. I want you to feel that connection to the highest levels of consciousness that represent yourself. Okay, and all of that love, all of that pure compassion, all of that pure light from Spirit is shrouding this entire black ball. Okay. Together, collectively, we are now going to remove this. So that means not only when you say this affirmation are you doing it for yourself and your loved ones, but you're also doing it for everybody else who's doing this for their friends and family as well, too. So we're all helping each other out, okay? So looking at that black ball and seeing that spirit light shrouded together, I'm going to connect with Spirit now. I want you all to connect with Spirit now, and you're going to repeat after me, okay? This is going to be an affirmation, all right? Okay, so you can repeat. It is my intention for spirit light energy to completely clear away all debris consciousness that exists within the collective of this black ball matrix, clearing all of the black liquid contained within this sphere, sending all of this debris consciousness into the energies of Source to be purified and forgiven, nullifying all karmic agreements, nullifying all soul contracts pertaining to this debris, purifying it in harmony, and bringing it back into balanced equilibrium. And so it is. Apply. And just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, and I want you just to watch, just as if this ball is transparent now. I want you to look at all of that black liquid in that ball, lifting up, going right up into source, right? Source energy, source consciousness. It's being purified, it's being forgiven. Is that black ball that you see now empty? Okay, if you say yes, great. If you say, well, Brad, there's still a little bit of stuff there. So if you feel that there's still a little bit of black liquid in that black ball, you're just going to say the following. You look at that black ball, you are just moving spirit energy, spirit light, white in color, okay, in a counterclockwise direction around that ball where there's a little bit of that liquid left, and you're just saying to it, I love you. Go ahead. I love you. 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 Okay? And you're just saying that. You're feeling the spirit energy moving around counterclockwise, and the rest of that debris is completely dissipated. So the black ball is now completely empty. Very good. Okay? So this is going to lead us now into the second part of the first step, which is events. Okay, so now we're going to look into events that are in lack. Okay, now this can be world events, this can be local events. Okay, so this can be something, maybe there's something happening with yourself, maybe there's something happening with your aunt, maybe there's something happening with your brother, your father, your mother, maybe somebody's in the hospital. Maybe there's just the idea of there's a lot of fighting in the world and you want to help to cool it all down. Okay. Well, that's what we're going to do next, okay? So you can look at a multitude of different events. What I would suggest is maybe not overwhelming yourself too much. I'd say maybe have about a maximum of 3 events at once. It's kind of almost like looking at 3 television sets, okay? Here's one event, here's a second event, here's a third event. If you're just putting too many events in your mind, it's going to skew your focus a little bit, okay? So I'd say have no more than a maximum of 3 events within your mind that you want to go ahead and put love energy into. So just take a few seconds to feel what those 1 or 2 or 3 events would be. Okay. Okay. So I want you now, just once you have those 1 or 2 or 3 events, you're going to press pause. You're like you're taking out a remote control and you're pausing that screen and you're pausing that screen and you're pausing that screen. The events are now frozen in time, okay? So now we're going to see a black ball. Just like you see television screens right here, we're seeing a black ball 12 feet above that television screen, or those 3 television screens, okay? This black ball, again, is 12 feet in radius, 12 feet above the monitors, okay? So I want you right now just to focus on one monitor, okay? And I want you just to focus on the event. I want you just to be aware of how it makes you feel because it's your perspective that matters here, okay? So you're looking at that event and it does something to you. So now you are helping to work in putting a lot of that feeling of debris into this black ball, okay? So that's the first step, is you're just taking anything about how this makes you feel. If it makes you feel sad, if it makes you feel angry, if it makes you feel afraid, you're basically pausing yourself, okay? And now you are bringing that love reinforcement energy in. And now again, it's like that black liquid is coming out through your pores again, and it's going directly into this black ball pertaining to this event, okay? So you're just feeling all of your debris consciousness relating to how you feel on a harsh level relating to this event. Okay, so I'm just going to give you about 30 seconds just to place that energy into the ball now. Okay, so now that is 30 seconds. The second thing I want you to do is with that black ball above the television screen, is I want you to look at that event that's frozen in time on the first monitor. Okay, if you have 2 other monitors, that's fine. We'll get to that in a minute. But with the first monitor here, with this single event, I want you to imagine like you're taking your hands and you're pulling it out of the screen. Okay, you're pulling the event out of the screen and it becomes a bubble. Okay, this event is now a bubble. Everything that represents itself to you is again a thought form. So this is what's known as a thought form bubble. So we are taking the thought form bubble of that entire event and we're just putting that into the black ball. That's all we have to do. Okay, you're taking the entire thought form bubble of that event and you're putting it up into the black ball. Go ahead and do this now. And now that that event is in there, if you have two other events, we will now go to the second event. Okay, so now you see that other monitor screen fade away, and now here's the second screen. That second screen again is frozen. I want you to look at what this event is doing to you. Okay, so any fear, any anger, any sadness, any abandonment, any rejection, any abuse, anything pertaining to harshness. Okay, you're feeling that black liquid coming out of your pores right now. You're feeling it coming up into that black ball that's 12 feet above that monitor. Okay, all of that energy is going into that black ball. Okay, and I'll give you 30 seconds for this. Okay, so all of that energy is now up in that second black ball. The first black ball is still over here where the first monitor was. Okay, this is the second black ball. Okay, and now you're looking at that television screen with that event. You're taking your hands, you're pulling that event out of the monitor. It's becoming a thought form. Okay, it's a thought form bubble, and you're putting that up into the second black ball. Okay? All right, so that second monitor disappears. Now we go to the third monitor. Okay, the third monitor comes here, and now you're seeing that event, and you're just being aware of what it's doing to you. Okay, any fear, any anger, any sadness, any rejection, any abandonment, any abuse, any harshness. You're now feeling that black liquid coming out of the pores of yourself, and you're putting it into the black ball above that third monitor. Okay, so just giving yourself 30 seconds. Putting that black liquid energy into the black ball 12 feet above the third monitor. Okay, very good. And now with that third monitor, that screen, we're going to take our hands once again. We're taking out that event. We're putting it into a bubble of energy. Okay, it's a thought form bubble. And we're putting it up into the third black ball. Okay, and now with all three of the black balls there, they are again converging. They're merging themselves into one. Okay, so this is your own perception of these events. This is how you feel about these particular events themselves. The thought form of these events are contained in there also. So now what you're going to do is you're going to, again, place your hands upon the center of your chest and just looking up at that black ball as you close your eyes. And again, we are going to state another affirmation as we are shrouding that black ball with spirit light, okay, the white spirit energy from your higher levels of consciousness, from your creator levels of consciousness, from God, from creator. All of that love energy is now shrouded that black ball. And again, we are going to affirm the following, where you can repeat after me. It is my intention to completely clear away all of the black liquid and thought form bubble energy of these events, bringing them up into pure source energy to be completely forgiven and purified, eliminating within me all karmic agreements, all soul contract clauses that are representative to this harshness. May it be cleared and nullified from my being entirely. And so it is. Apply. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And you're looking through that ball right now again. Is it completely empty? Okay. If it's completely empty, very good. If not, if there's still a little bit of debris there, okay, just feeling that spirit light energy moving in a counterclockwise direction. And you're just saying to that black ball again, I love you. 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 Okay? And you're just saying that again and again and again until that black ball is now completely empty. All right? So this now concludes the first step of our guided meditation, where it is working together with family, friends, and events. Second part now is going to be the elimination and truth exposure of COVID-19. All right? So once again, I want you to imagine that it's almost like a Google Earth situation, okay? We're zooming out of our area and we're going higher up into the earth. We're moving up closer to the atmosphere, okay? And now we're seeing this giant black bubble, okay? This black bubble that's just hovering in the sky, all right? I would say it would be about 1,000 feet in diameter, okay? So I would say maybe about 50,000 feet up and 1,000 feet in diameter from your current position, okay? So what we're going to do is that we have a sky view. We have a sky view pertaining to the entire outlook of the earth right now. And what we were able to do is we were able to shift ourselves, move our perspective all around the earth, and we're actually looking into all these contaminant spots. Now they're going to look like black grit on a screen, okay, like little black spots. And this represents fear vibration pertaining to COVID-19, okay? So what we are doing is we're going to take all of those black bits. So I want you just to imagine like you're scrolling through North America, for example, okay? And you're looking at Canada, you're looking at the United States here, you're looking at Mexico, right? And now you're just looking at all these little black spots, all these black spots here, okay? Now again, these black spots are surface debris, which means we have the capability to clear away the surface debris wherever it is in the world. That's how powerful we are, okay? So with this black ball, it's following you. Okay, so as you're kind of rotating the planet, as you're rotating over to North America, or maybe you're in Europe and you're working with Europe as well too, you can do that wherever you want to go. Okay, whether it's Europe, whether it's Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Australia, etc. Okay, go to wherever you feel you want to be, and you're just seeing those black spots. Okay, it's almost like a lot of areas of the continent are covered in these little spots of black grit. Okay. Because that's what you're looking at when you're looking at it skywards. Okay, so now I want you to imagine that your black ball has this illuminating white light around it, and it's shining spotlights upon all of these areas that you see the black grit. Okay, so for example, if you're looking at North America and you see a lot of this black grit, there's an individual spotlight for every single one of those black grits. Okay. If you're not too visual, you just feel it, okay? You just feel that energy. Okay, there's a lot of debris there. I'm putting a big spotlight down upon it, okay? Big spotlight there with this white light that's just rotating around the black ball, okay? And now that white light, that spotlight, is acting as a tractor beam, okay? I want you to suck up all of that energy. I want you to suck up all of that grit. Again, it's like what we did earlier, like it's a gravitation, a tractor beam. It's just like a vacuum sucking up all of that grit. I want you to feel it being sucked in like a vacuum cleaner, okay? But you got to really feel this. You want to feel love, because love is collecting this black grit, okay? Hatred is not. Fear is not. Anger is not. Fear and anger and hatred, none of that can suck up black grit. That creates black grit, okay? So we want to lighten ourselves up. If we need to take a minute to lighten ourselves up first, we're feeling a lot of this love. We've just been able to do a lot of clearing on ourselves. We should be feeling amazing right now, okay? So you're taking all of that pure love energy, that lightness that you feel, and you're shining it down upon the earth. You're shining it down upon this area of your preferred continent, okay? And you're sucking up all this black grit. All this black grit is being sucked up into this 1,000-foot diameter black ball, okay? It's being stored inside just like we did previously. Okay, I want to give you guys 1 minute for that, as you're just feeling all this black grit pertaining to COVID-19 being sucked up directly into this black ball. 1 minute now. Go ahead. Okay, so that is 1 minute. Very good. So now we have sucked up a lot of that grit from the North American continent or South American continent or European continent or Asia, wherever you feel your focus of this continent is. Okay? Now that we have all of that energy contained inside this black ball, we're now going to, once again, shroud it with spirit light. Okay? And we're also going to intend a truth exposure pertaining to the COVID-19 as we work with the affirmation and clearing out this debris, okay? So this is, again, just representing the thought form consciousness of the collective within your own respective continent, and you're just clearing all of that debris out, okay? Now, if you want to go back into this video later on and you want to work with a different continent in the recording, you go ahead and do that. Right now, we're just doing continental work pertaining to COVID-19, and then just come back maybe 11 minutes after the hour, the next hour, and choose another continent. Choose Europe, choose Asia, choose Africa, whatever you feel is best, right? And you can start clearing it all out, the vacuum, out of these specific continents, okay? But right now, we're just focusing on the continent that you have chosen, all right? So now that we have this 1,000-foot ball, or 1,000-foot diameter ball, 50,000 feet in the air, and we're now just feeling our spirit light completely shrouding all of the black ball entirely. Okay, we're just putting our love into it. I want you just to empty your hearts, just to put all of your heart energy, put every single drop of your love energy into the spirit light as you feel that now. Okay, making that light brighter and brighter and brighter as it shrouds the black ball. Okay, we will now begin the affirmation, so you can repeat after me. It is my intention to clear away all of the debris relating to the fear, the panic, the apprehension, the anger, the sadness regarding COVID-19. Purging all of the black liquid out of the black ball, putting it all the way up to source energy to be purified and forgiven, and allowing a large truth exposure implanted upon the collective consciousness relating to the truthful nature of COVID-19, its agenda, its purpose, and its dissolvement. Let this energy now move into source consciousness to be purified and forgiven. So it is. Apply. Okay, deep breath in, deep breath out. Feeling a lot better. It's been a lot of shifts just in that moment. It's really good, guys. Wow. I feel lighter now. The whole sky feels lighter. It's really good, guys. You guys are doing great work here. All right, so we're just looking at that black ball now. Okay, we see it transparently. Is there any of that debris left over in your black ball? Okay, if there is, spirit light, swirling counterclockwise. I love you. 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 Okay? And you just keep repeating that again and again and again and again and again until it's completely dissolved. Okay? You guys are doing really amazing. I'm feeling really light shifts all across the planet because of you guys. That's how awesome you are. All right? Great job, guys. So we're going to go on to the third step. I'm getting these contributions from people. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, but I'm giving my contribution to you guys. I'm giving you my deepest thank you, my deepest love and deepest appreciation, because we're all making this happen. I'm just being the voice to guide this thing. All right? All right, so let's go to part 3 now. So part 3 is End of the Corruption Agendas and Empowering of Grassroots Innovations. Okay? So it's going to be very similar to like what we just did in part 2 with seeing everything skyward. Okay? So again, I just want you to focus on your respective continents. Okay? So if you're from Europe, focus on Europe, unless you have some reason you want to focus on Asia or something like that. Whatever continent you want to focus on is completely okay. All right? So I just want you to focus on your respective continent right now. And I just want you to look at agenda-based operations, okay? So this is something that represents harsh agendas, okay? This may represent corporations. This may represent harsh deeds, okay? So there's harsh deeds, there's distorted energy, there's debris consciousness relating to any particular forms of thought forms that represent cruel or corrupt agendas, okay? So we're going to see those as green grit, okay? So we saw COVID-19 as black grit. So now we're looking at any corrupt agenda thought forms as green grit upon the planet, okay? So I just want you to look into, let's say, for example, North America continent, all right? And you're just looking at any spots where you see this green grit. Maybe they're like little boogers or something like that. I'm not trying to be too graphic with you guys, but okay? But there's green grit there, okay? So this is just representing thought forms. This is representing stirring ideas that are pertaining to cruelty, corruption, harshness, all of that debris consciousness, okay? And now we're going to take all of that green grit and we're shining a spotlight back down upon it, okay? So you can shine a spotlight individually on each one, or you can just shine a big spotlight on the entire continent, okay? And again, it's like a tractor beam. All of that green grit that represents cruel agendas, corrupt agendas, harsh agendas, okay? Everything that represents debris consciousness relating to old agendas, old empires, old corrupt corporations, all of that is being tractor beamed up into this black ball, again, 1,000 feet in diameter and 50,000 feet above the earth, okay? And it's just being tractor beamed directly into this black ball. Okay, I'm just going to give you about 30 seconds so you can tractor beam all of that green grit energy into the black ball. Go ahead. Okay, so that's 30 seconds. So now all of that green grit is contained inside the black ball. And now once again, we're just going to take all of that spirit light. That spirit light is shrouding this black ball, okay, covering it. And again, just putting all of your love energy into it, all of your happiness. Love energy is abundant around you. It's an endless ocean. Collect all of that love energy, not just from your heart, but from all the love that exists around you, because 99.99999% of our planet really is made out of love, right? There's very, very small amounts that are this grit. So we're just harnessing all of that pure love energy, and we're just sending it up into this black ball, intensifying the energy, the light of spirit light as it shrouds this black ball. Okay, once again, we are going to do the affirmation. So you can repeat after me. It is my intention to completely clear away all of the corrupt agenda, debris consciousness contained inside this black ball, purging it from the earth entirely, purging it from the thought form matrix of the earth, eliminating any possible agendas that relate to cruelty, chaos, debris consciousness, and harshness in its greatest forms. Sending it up into source consciousness to be completely purified and forgiven. Eliminating all earthly contracts, all earthly connections and binds, relating to the life lessons of these harshnesses, nullifying them and dissolving them completely, bringing in a new age of love and prosperity upon the planet, where people-powered organizations are the norm, where grassroots inventions are the norm, where happiness and community shine as brightly as a star. Let this be the intention. Let this be the way. And so it is. Apply. All right. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, so you're looking at that transparent ball. You're seeing it empty. Okay, if you don't, spirit light, counterclockwise rotation. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay, until you feel it all completely gone. Very good, guys. We have completed successfully our guided meditation. So I want to thank you all for joining me. Again, please feel free to repeat this guided meditation if you like. Again, 11 minutes past every hour. Okay, so 12:11, 1:11, 2:11, 3:11. We want the 11th minute. Okay, that's opening a gateway. That's what's so special about the 11. The 11 is the portal. Okay, so when you're using the 11th minute, we're connecting to higher consciousness in that minute. We are very, very receptive at the 11th minute. Okay, so that's what we want to do. Someone's saying tired now. Well, drink some water, get some rest. You guys did a lot of work. You guys did awesome. Like I said, I'm feeling a difference. I'm feeling a huge difference. Everything feels lighter, a lot around me. I'm sure if I had quite a few of my friends around me right now, they say, oh my God, it's so much lighter. It feels so much more beautiful. It's amazing, right? Your entourage is around you saying, you did it. You did it, right? You have your entourage, you have your angels, you have your guides. They're thanking you as well too. Don't just take my advice, right? Look into your guides, look into your loved ones, look into your entourage, look into your creator levels. They'll say you did it as well too. All right. So we'll spend these last few minutes just in regards to any questions. If you guys have any questions pertaining to our meditation or maybe anything else on your mind that we discussed today. Okay. Or if you guys are just feeling great, you can you can just dance off that great feeling. All right. Did we have any questions in regards to the meditation or anything discussed in the meditation today? The sun is shining now. Great. Big ball ended up being pink. Great. That's good. That's love energy. Pink is love energy. So you keep working with pink energy a lot. You're going to just shroud everything with pure love. Someone asked where I'm going. I'm in heaven already, so I guess I'm in heaven. That's where I'm going. Some people ask me about the canine race. Now, you're not the first person to ask me about a canine race. Now, it's not really too much to do with this meditation today, okay? But people really just look at what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? Basically, these are all just different universes. They all come from different dimensions, and they all come here to basically share this space. They don't really say where they come from. They're from other universes. It's the best way we can put it. Every particular animal, every particular form of life is from its own respective universe and comes together within a particular dimensional realm to experience itself. And we cannot really measure it with time because it's all about simultaneity. It's all about timing in that way. So it can go back into ancient times. It can even come back into the future right now. We can't really look at these things too linearly. Life doesn't work linearly. It works very non-linearly. This is why we have such a challenge answering the question. And this would be Adronis' explanation of it as well, too. Okay. Someone said that a light ship hovered over her garden. Pure bliss, blessings. Wonderful. That's a great feeling. Feeling buzzing and lightheadedness. Great. Thank you for being here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Great. I think we'll wrap it up for there because everybody's just having a really good feeling right now. And I want you guys to kind of get high off that great feeling. I want you guys to step outside if you're not outside already. And I want you to look up at the sky. I want you to look at and I want you just to feel it. I want you to feel like you're just sending your ray up into the sky and you're scanning it and saying, oh my God, there's a difference here. I feel lighter. I feel lighter. I feel lighter. That's where I want you guys to be. Okay. So again, feel free to repeat this meditation broadcast if you like, if you're doing it again throughout the day. And like I said, we want to really try and do this within the next 24 hours. Okay. So if you want to run this again, repeat it again within a 24-hour span, this again is what's going to create a great surge pertaining to higher love energy coming upon the planet. Please pass this video around. Please share it on your social media. Okay, let people know, hey, there's a mass meditation here. It's working with COVID-19. It's working with yourselves. It's working with your family. It's working with your loved ones. It's working on clearing away corrupt agendas. It's encouraging grassroots systems. Give it a shot. All right. And I'm guiding you guys every step of the way. So thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the day. I will be back on Monday. Monday, I'll have a New Earth Teachings webcast live for you guys. And I will speak to you all then. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. Blessings to you guys all. Thank you for the contributions as well. And thank you again for your love. I really appreciate it. Take care, and I'll talk to you on Monday. Namaste.